Okay, my friends. So I just ended this live stream. We tried to do it in the field. Right? We did our best. It was not working out. This place is filled in. I mean, big time. Very, very quickly. And imagine it's just getting started. Apologies for the poor connection. It's not usually the case. For those of you who weren't on the stream, we have this for elementals and deer. So we're going to put some scattered about, up, down, left, right, on the ground for the critters and the deer. We have this massive water coconut. It is, it's really heavy. It's really heavy. It's got this cool thing that sticks off it too. Not really sure what it is. If anybody who knows what it is, I'd rather hear it from you than get a weird Google answer. I'm assuming it's just like a stem or something, but similar to a pumpkin. Okay, so we're off. I was so enjoying having you guys on board for this one. And anyway, thank you for riding here with me and walking in the front part. Something jetted over there, but it looked tiny. Could have been a bird. Birds are pretty vocal in this spot. Even, no matter the case, it's never like super quiet in here. Look at that rock, look how perfectly circled it is. That thing is so heavy. Oh, that's really dirty on the back. That ain't for me. This is a very pronounced game trail. We don't go off trail here very often. Look at that. There it is. Look at that one. Look how perfectly round that thing is. It's insane, right? It's interesting. Bit of game trails cutting through. I don't want to disturb anything. I'm sure the deer probably... This is one of the high points and pretty thick covered brush. There's a few game trail entrances, so chances are they're probably in there laid up. So if you're new here, we film front to back. We don't harp on evidence. We attempt connections and contact and relationships for longevity purposes. We're not picture chasers, although we do get a lot of visuals. And we do like to share those timestamps and images with each other. Yeah. So we're gifting today. This is a big water coconut. I think I'm gonna put it down here in this, what I consider a vale area. My understandings are directly from the Sasquatch. If they're not, I will tell you. This is opinion. This is my estimated guess. So on and so forth. Oh, these marshmallows are gonna fall out of my pocket. It's not big enough. Right down here, they have a lot of interconnected stuff. I just want to find a place to go through without interrupting. Again, guys, if you're new here, I'm a combat veteran. I was in the Army. I served in Afghanistan and Korea. Korea was a whole lot different. They won't tell you it's a war zone, but it is. It's just a ceasefire. Anyway, it doesn't matter. A lot of it's just jerking around, and then some of it is serious. But anyway, in Afghanistan, the attention to detail and the hypervigilance that you pick up during that time, that'll keep you alive, really transfers into this stuff. Minor details, minor changes, minor movement, spotting things that most don't see. It really has been helpful out here. And I try to pass that stuff along to anybody and everybody I can. So, thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll get on with it. Last night's live stream was great. A lot of people came through. I have a couple more set up soon where it's going to be different groups of people, and 2 different groups of people that I think you'll enjoy very, very much, both of them. So, look at that. Look at that. See that? Looks like a footprint, right? Huge impression in there. I'll show you from right on top. Where is it? There it is. It's not very wide, and it's not very long either, honestly. So it's like human size, but I mean, I can't say, well, people wouldn't walk in here because I just did it, right? So who knows? It could have been a deer that dragged his hoof. All right, we're gonna put this up here, right? So this is one of the more happening spots that I see them at and I feel them at. When we come in here. Going to leave some marshmallows up here too. Trying to place them on top of there so they don't get dirty. What we'll do is we'll kind of do it like how when you're barbecuing, we'll kind of skewer stuff so they don't get too dirty, too filthy. I was hoping to have you guys involved so we could kind of point out spots to put the stuff together, but I apologize. Some poison ivy in here, so we gotta get away in a hurry. The damage is probably done if there is any, but okay. Excuse me. Again, if you're new here, if you want somebody who just sits there and is quiet and listens to nature all the time, that's not really what we do here on a regular basis anyway. This is my therapy. This is a lot of our therapy. I communicate everything I'm doing and seeing. It's what the Sasquatch want from me, so it's what we do. It's very therapeutic for me too. When somebody comes to you and says, wow, what you said really resonated with me. What you said really helped me. What you said really made that click. Makes it so worth it. It makes it so you realize you can't be doing something else. Of course, there's places where I'm important. I have children. But yeah. When I have my free time, this is where I'm most likely going to be at. Is out in the woods and trying to include the forest friends and the friends of the forest friends together. As we say here, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's thank you to you, thank you to me, and thank you to the forest people. Thank you to everybody for being part of this. Spread love, spread positivity. If you don't understand something, ask. If you don't agree with somebody, kindly disagree. No big deal. You think I get along with everybody and I don't disagree with other people? Of course. There's a lot of angry people out there, hateful people out there, especially on other sites too. So it's not just here, it's everywhere. So if you think it's bad here, you should see. There's some bamboo there. I can't remember where it all was last time, but there's some here. And then there's some over here too. So, I don't know. The bamboo spots are not exactly close to here, so it's very interesting. We're gonna go in a different way. Usually we go, I shouldn't say usually, but we've been going up and around. I'm gonna get right to it. I wanna go right into the bamboo. I know I saw a couple of cars when I came in. Those people headed out. Well, one was in the open field, sun tanning. And then another one left with his dog, so. While we have the place to ourselves, I wanna enjoy it. So this zoom microphone is pretty badass too. Wherever we zoom in on, it will actually pick up that sound as if you're on top of it. If you do decide to get this phone, the Samsung Galaxy 23 Ultra, look into the microphone options. It'll give you multiple options, 360, regular, 360 or zoom mic. And so 360 microphone, obviously it picks up everything around you equally. And then that zoom microphone is something special. If you see something that you want to pick up on, it is something special. Does anybody knows a reliable shipping company for like vehicles? Please put it in the chat or send me an email or whatever. I'm having a lot of issues. We have a lot of Long Islanders popping up on the site now. Some are very, understanding. Some are, like questioning things, which is great. It's great. I totally get it. I like to see it done in a respectful manner, and that's awesome. It's, if I can answer any questions, because, I'm just the same way until I walked into him. Until I walked into Bubba, I was the same way. I thought there was no chance, it was like an ice storm chances in hell, however they say it. Snowball chance in hell, I don't know, whatever. That I would see a Sasquatch here, and then bada bing bada boom, what it do? There he is. You see that back there? There's something shining. It's literally a diamond in the rough. I don't know if you could see it, but I have to do. Anyway, yeah, it's like a diamond in the rough. It's hard to explain, but it's it's hard to show because it's so well hidden. But anyway, I gotta ask these people about it. It's an old school motorcycle, and it's so well hidden. And I don't think that these people who live way over there even know it's there, because there's an old farm gate that comes up to this point, and these are not farmers, so I don't think they even know that this is just off their property. And while it's probably technically not theirs, I'd have to get it off of. I'd have to leave it the way of their property. And again, this filled in so much that I can't even show you the damn house I'm talking about anymore. It used to stick out like a sore thumb. Boom, look at that. It's just a wall of green now. See how that closes off up there? Goes up and over. It does that all the way down and around. It's a special spot in there. You could see it plain as day in the colder months. See, right in there. Very special spot. I'd imagine the deer utilize it too. Yeah, these people have a huge property. Oh yeah, they do, look. There's a game trail going on this side. This side hasn't filled in yet. Whew, shit. I can only imagine what the people see and hear that live around here, if they're even paying attention. You know, out of sight, out of mind. Ask anybody who comes out with me, like, or they've been out with me. Ask any one of them. There's a lot now. There is a lot now. They'll tell you the magic of this place. This is beautiful. Look at this. It goes down and through. I'd love to get back there. Coming up on the bamboo forest, the original one. That's a big deer hoof right there. It was massive. Looks like he was laid up right there. I haven't seen any yet. It's they're probably resting up somewhere at the moment. I'm looking forward to seeing the piebald again. Look at this. Look at how much it's growing out. So, it's starting to come out. I got some overhead company. Look at that. Look at how close that is. I'm sorry. It's flying so damn low. Jesus. You know, a lot of people don't know that if you fly below 1,000 feet, you don't have to report to air traffic control. I don't know how that is everywhere and anywhere, but you know, I don't even know if it's probably been a while since I've fact checked that, so. But I used to find that pretty amazing. Because if you think about it, if there's like an agency or something that flies helicopters and stuff, and they know about that, and then they stay low. It just seems like they do. Look at that bend right there. Look at how beautiful it is. I've got to litter some marshmallows back that way. Thickening up in here. Hello, my friends. You hear the way everything disappears? The sound, the ambient noise, you know, you can't see out of here. Like, it's literally its own entity, this bamboo forest. And, mind you, you can make one of these at any given time. You could literally plant like 3 shoots of bamboo somewhere, and it will just start to take over. It will just go bananas. I think it grows, it can grow up to like, I forget, a couple inches a day. They might be rerouting the planes overhead, because that's the second one in a row. So they might just be on a rerouting route for some reason. I don't know if you guys could see, I'm not gonna like beat you up with all these amazing things, but look at the way they go up and around. I had to take a screenshot. There we go. See the way they bend up and over, all the way over here? And then there's bends there too. They're obviously cut off, like somebody's coming through, because these are coming across the trail. If you notice, look, just imagine them as a whole. Snap, 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 snap. These bends that go over our heads, they leave alone. They're not touching that snap that goes over our head. Why? Because they're not trying to piss these guys off. See what I'm saying? These come straight across, so somebody's cutting them, cutting them, cutting them, cutting them, cutting them. They literally have to saw it on both sides. See these? Cut, 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 cut. Look how many were coming across. Boom, 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 boom. They're trying to connect this forest. And man keeps coming through and doing this damn thing. Up here, it's left alone. That's above our eyesight. Let's put it that way too. It's above what we pay attention to. See? It's my height. There it is up there. At about what? 7 foot. Come over here. Same thing. I can almost reach it. Almost. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Okay, hang on. There's something going on. Well, as soon as that plane started revving louder, it got louder over there too. That's the same plane over and over. Fuck me. Great. Look, same story right here. Cut, 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 cut. This one's above our head. They left it. It's a huge bench. I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to, like, if anybody's watching, I don't want to trigger them to go, yeah. Oh, we got a little couple coming up. I could dig it. Let's give them their space. It's pretty tight in here, so I'm gonna have to back up like off the trail. They don't know I'm here yet. They have no idea I'm here. Alright, I'm gonna go out and maybe we'll come back in because they don't know I'm here and I don't want to scare them. Oh wow, that is weird. Somebody posted something up. Hey, oi, did somebody put that up there?
I don't know.
That is weird.
I thought maybe it was for concert. There's so many houses here. They probably did this for me.
Just sit there and hang out.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but that is interesting. It almost looks like somebody created this like hangout spot. Apologies, guys. This is how it goes. If you guys want edited footage, you're in the wrong spot. This is new. Somebody put this here. Look, they have a little fire pit. I mean, I'm gonna come and find out where they are and who this is because I want to hang out with them. They have a little table, 3 chairs. It's like a lantern hanging up on the bamboo. Wow. So anyway, if they can light a fire in here, I could sure as shit. So I've had my concerns about what I could do in here at night without being, intrusive. So like what they just said, that woman, she said, oh, maybe they live on the outskirts here and they just come up here. It's very possible. It's very possible. They've been coming through at least a couple times. Because they kick up a fuss when they do it. Look at this. You can see that's people. They kick up a fuss. Look at that shit when they go up a hill. They make a hell of a mess. Look at that right there too. Stomping out. This is telltale. Tracked people for a long time. Well, humans. Yeah, let's see the facts real quick because she was reading one off and measured growing more than 47 inches in a 24-hour period. So I was saying an inch or two. 47 inches. That's almost 2 feet in one day. I was gonna say some outlandish shit and then it sounded outlandish, so I didn't. So I pulled back. I guess it wasn't. It wasn't. Well, I don't know where those people came from. They definitely didn't come in where I came in. So, mind you, there's a church down one of these big hills. I'm going to have to take a break, my friends. I'll be right back. Alright, apologies, guys. Sometimes I gotta take some time for myself when I'm out here. And while I like to film all the way through, I try to find where I'm gonna stop, and then I'll cut the video off in that location, so that when I cut it back on, nothing's changed really. You know what I mean? To you guys, it looks like a half a second went by, but if there's even any, like, I don't know, I can tell when there's an edit in a video or a stop and go, but I do it a lot. There's no secrecy here. Boom, boom, boom. This is gonna be fun, my friends. I guarantee you, it's gonna be a lot of fun. You're gonna love this island this spring. I'll tell you that. You guys are gonna love this shit. If you haven't been here before, welcome. Welcome, welcome in. It is gonna be a damn blast. Right? Every year we grow and we learn more and we understand more, and it's a constant process. Like, don't get me wrong. It's that's one thing I could do without. Suburban squatching, you got to deal with. I'm sorry, there's no better way to put it, but that's what it's called, suburban squatching. Like, it just comes with that kind of stuff. I was very spoiled. You know what? Honest to God, I was spoiled, up in the mountains. But even still, I could be really far in, and I could hear, like, tractor trailers and, like, like whipping by, like, or like just silly stuff that I'd imagine I just pick up on everything. So when it's not something I'm looking for, it just kind of bothers me. Because everybody tells me all the time, it's not a big deal, who cares? Like, that's actually cool, because it's cool to know people are nearby. But it's just a personal thing, I suppose. So up there, they're building this, looks like this intersecting thing up there. Look, it's coming from that way. Where's the big one? There it is. It's coming from that way. And then that one, that leaner meets up into it. Kind of X's out depending on which side you're looking from. I'm gonna have to relearn the areas because they're looking, the ones like this that I've never been to, except for in the winter and, you know, fall and winter. I'm gonna have to like relearn it in spring because it's gonna be a lot different. Now, granted, there's gonna be, you know, we have our other areas where they're a breeze and we won't have any issues, but there's gonna be a lot of, let's put it this way, there's gonna be a lot of stuff I take in before I feel comfortable stating things. People used to ask me all the time about winter. Do you think Sasquatch don't in the winter? There's no activity. Activity slows in the winter. I absolutely do not think so. I know it's bullshit, but that's from my area, maybe, you know. And then, as well, I really think it's bullshit because I think it's just a bunch of people that don't want to go outside, or they can't get outside, you know. Some people just can't. But I know people who can, and they don't. They just sit around. Watch, I guarantee you all the talking slows down. I get so sick of it by the end of the winter because everybody just sits around talking. Because nobody wants to go outside. Who's thriving? The Florida boys, they're getting a lot of attention, right? Because nothing's changed for them. Big knock. Another one. And a zoom mic, sorry. Can you do that again, my friends, please? Shit, come on. That's some geese or seagulls off in the distance. I guess you hear something right now. See, it's hard for me to tell what even that is over there. Oh, that's the blue tarp. Wow, that really filled in. Wow. You got the big tree here, and then this big leaner coming into it now. You got your people. That's like a triple trident, right? Everybody likes to talk about this trident shit. I don't know. I ain't mad at it. I don't think the trident is what it is. It's just whatever. The threes, like threes. They're like things in threes. I don't even think those trident trees have anything to do with anything, to be honest with you. Apologize if that offends anybody, but I don't know where it came from, you know? I've never heard nothing about it. It's not saying it's not a possibility, or it's just something. I've literally specifically like tried to touch base on that specific thing, amongst other things. And little hill kicks my ass. And Bubba don't usually leave me hanging. You know, I get some kind of nudge one way or another. And let's just say it seems unimportant to them. Okay. This is gonna be the critter tree. That's for the elementals in there. Put some down low. We're gonna drop some off over here too. Let's just find a good spot. Alright, let's put some down there. Get in there. Some could go out for the deer. Some could go out for the deer. These are probably delicious. I'm gonna find out. I haven't had marshmallow in a very long time. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at the marshmallow. Well, it's actually, no, it's not new. It looks new because it's underneath. The wood is underneath, so it's not catching that. We've seen that one before. Oh yeah, look at it from this side. Whoop. No, it's not a print. Look at it from this side. A whole different story. It's another thing, if you see something and it looks off, spin around it. Spin around it in a circle. Look at it from all angles. Sometimes it makes sense it doesn't make sense from the trail. But if you spin around from the side where they would be looking from, off trail, in the woods, then it makes sense. Almost looks like a Bigfoot foot. Get that one in there. That would be cool, huh? Imagine. Yeah, I was over there. I stepped in that tree and it blew a hole in the bottom. Alright, let's wrap this marshmallow game up. Tired of carrying stuff. Excuse me, hang on. Alright, we are all done. Some in there. One in my mouth. This is a good example. Some people say the wind does this or whatever. See how far away that tree fell from that way, so it would have had to take it down and drag it with it to hold it down, which is impossible because it was very light. So that's gone all the way over there and tucked under. Sometimes trees will grow towards, I don't know, solar angulation, whatever. They angle towards the sun. Now, I don't know what the term is, but so it's over there. This thing is not growing. I don't know how to explain it more, really, but it would be growing this way naturally if it wanted to grow towards, if that's what it was doing. That's just one thing you could look at. They'll also grow towards water if there's like a natural water source. Alright, hang on. Something is not allowing me to wear sunglasses anymore, and I don't know why. It's like something wants me to open my eyes and look around, and I don't know why. I know why now. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. I do not have a pounding migraine or neck pain like I did when I walked in this place. I was wearing sunglasses, which makes me miss a lot. Thank you, my friends. I'm gonna put them back on now, okay, just for a little bit. This sun is very shiny today. Thank you so much, my friends. That's a beautiful thing. Even if it's just for the moment. I didn't realize it. They're absolutely right for kind of getting my attention on that. Oh, no, that's the guy. That guy was in the... That's the guy that was sitting in the lawn chair before. Not the one over here, the other one. The other one. Oh! So there's a trail that goes up here and then down around. I think we're gonna skip that part today. I got stuff to do. As much as I want to go up and then down past the bamboo forest, I really have a lot of stuff. I have like paperwork shit I just don't. I could easily ignore, but I've been doing it. You know, it can't be ignored anyway. Let's put it that way. Tomorrow is Bubba's though. Tomorrow is Bubba's. That was somebody talking. If you heard something just now, tomorrow is Bubba's. We have to expect that in a place as beautiful as this. I gotta expect that there might be a few more people here and there, you know, being that spring has sprung. To me, nothing changes. Nothing changes. If anything, you know, well, as far as like habits, like I go out, I get up and I go out if I want to go out. It's a matter of what I wear. That's a pretty picture, ain't it? You know, like, actually, like, so small. You know, on a grand scale, we're so small. And, like, when you look at this place, like, just this one little patch of woods as a whole. This place as a whole, this little, you know, location is probably, I don't know, 25, 30 acres tops. You know, and then there's a million other trails. They're everywhere. Don't get me wrong, they're everywhere. And it seems like Long Islanders don't even notice them, but they're everywhere. Sometimes they're surrounded by suburbs. This place I never knew was here. So I mean, I'm not knocking nobody. It literally is. It's hidden. It's hidden in plain sight. In a world where everyone Googles shit, you know, it's hard to see what's in front of you. You remember when you had a car problem and you would like call somebody that you knew that was a mechanic? You know how many people now, like, they have a mechanic friend on their phone, like probably in their recent calls, but they'll Google that shit and go blind to the mechanic, etc. I'm guilty of a lot of it. I'm not saying I'm not. It's just a world we've gotten accustomed to. This I'm curious about. This is very, very well done. It looks like when they dig with the deer antlers and they pull up whole trees. So what they do is it's about 6 inches deep. It's nothing crazy, but it's like a perfect circle. So what they'll do to pull plants and replant plants, it actually works really well. So if you have a deer antler, you might want to use this for your garden too. They push it down in the dirt next to the plant, and it has that little hook to it, and they go on there, and that hook kind of pulls it out from the bottom under the roots and gets under all the roots, and you just pull it up naturally without, tugging from the, to tug from the bottom of the stem. I'd imagine you could use it for weeds too if you had to. I used to be a green thumb, and then once I started getting into it, I kind of, let's just say I never stuck with anything too long, jack of all trades, master of none. Like, who joins the army because they got nothing going on, Well, I ain't tried that before. That's this guy. This should tell you a lot about me. Anything and everybody has my attention and respect, and gets a first try, but and it's gone. So we were talking about this deer trail earlier and how we didn't see the deer. Here's a fresh track. I mean, really fresh. And here's another one, and it's literally, look at this. Can I just tell you? This is going up the trail that we walked up, remember? This is literally going up the trail. I was like, oh, they're probably in here. It looks like, it's so hard to tell, but it looks like, yes, he or she was going up in here. I wish I still had a couple marshmallows. This is literally where we walked up before. That's good though. I feel good that I can sense where they're at and stuff like that, and be so properly correct. I don't want to bother them. I really don't. Just curiosity. They could be right on top of you, or you could be right on top of them and not know it. This is throwing me off here too. This pin in this tree, 541. Why is that on this tree? Now, granted, this is a beautifully old tree, and possibly the oldest one in this whole entire place. But why is it pinned off trail like that? Mind you, I haven't seen that on any other ones, so my curiosity has me second guessing if it's even about the trees. So I spoke about a lot, but I didn't point out a lot today. Did a couple of zooms. I'm going to leave it to you guys. Timestamps if you'd like. More detailed, the more better for your partner. You know, the next guy up, next female up, next male up. We have a steady flow of people coming in on a regular basis. For whatever reason, you know. We don't see them maybe all the time, but they're there. So it helps. It helps the next person understand what you see and the way you see. It helps me understand too, because we all have something to offer. Every last one of us. And if you choose to be the next person on the Sasquatch journey, please let us know what's going on, because your piece of the puzzle is just as important. Okay. Oh, here's the parking sign. It's a plus. Yeah, the bamboo forest. The other one is down here on the left, but we're gonna skip that today. Thank you all for your support lately. You know, if you haven't yet, please hit that like and hit that subscribe. The way YouTube's doing it lately, they're keeping the lives away from the regular videos and away from the shorts, so people who are seeing one aren't seeing them all. So check out the recent live streams and the future live streams if you haven't. The All About Support stream, most preferably, because I want to help out the next guy. So today is the full steam ahead video. Probably gonna leave this up. Martin from Camping with Sasquatch helped me out with something else too. I might post that shortly. And then there's a knock. There's a knock. And then I go to Bubba's. It seems like when the plane comes, somebody knocks, something knocks. So I hear the knock, and then a second or two later I hear. So this is for the people who think that you gotta be out in the middle of nowhere. Show you that you don't. This is literally right behind somebody's backyard. A lot of somebody's, right? There's a good 5-6 houses on the outskirts. So, don't think you can't go find a lot of beauty in a small place and a lot of activity in a small place. It's all attached to somewhere else, and it's not separated the way it is for us. Roads, all that shit is not relevant. It's relevant to us, not to them. As always, my friends, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you on the next one. Be kind, rewind. That's going to be my new thing on the premieres. Be kind and rewind. Leave a comment, leave a timestamp, leave a like. Appreciate you.